Hey, Sully back again with another video. I forgot to record the intro actually to this new video, but this video is actually comes from an inspiration from my last video. In my last video, the topic was why people are upset you're leaving and setting boundaries and finding happiness with yourself. But this video is actually kind of similar to that and related, but the topic is why people who don't know themselves are easier to manipulate. And I've decided to talk about this topic because I do see meet a lot of people where their beliefs and ideas don't actually derive from their self or their experiences. They actually hear it and they get it from like sources, from like online, from people, from their like TV influencers, and these ideas and perspectives of themselves actually don't come from them. They come from other people that they take and mold without even questioning if it really truly applies to them. There's one thing to go see things online and then discuss it and then actually think about those ideas and then agree to them and then critically analyze it. And then there's another component where you just take ideas because you absorb them no matter what and you accept that as truth. I also figured out a lot of people too like to identify themselves between problems or things that are related to them, such as their trauma. And I'll dive a little more deeper into this video of reasons why you should undo that and learn to figure yourself out so you would not be so vulnerable and easier to pretty much to manipulate when it comes to the world here. I hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and a like, and as always, I appreciate your support. Thanks. Still experiencing people coming in your life trying to get something from you or to do something from you is because people see you as an easy victim. They see you as a target and someone that they will be able to assess something or get something from someone. To be honest, there was a study actually happened where there was predators who were in jail for predatorial crimes and all types, right? And they actually went into an exam or a test where they were in a cubicle and they were to inspect 5 gals the way they walk and decide which one they would prey on. The one they all picked, they were all women. The lady who had the most trauma and had past experience from abuse and from previous trauma from their life. So predators are already instinctively are ingrained through their body who to prey on. They can smell people from afar who would be the most vulnerable and easier to target. And they know the right prey to go for, just like all animals and every single in the human biology know what kind of prey they would like to go for. Those who are receptive and easy to control and had previous trauma from past places or just a weaker genetic link from their past experience or through their trauma. So what I just tell a lot of people is that you actually carry your trauma on you and people don't know that. And so if you don't actually work on yourself to undo that trauma, you'll always be receptive of people or things or experiences that hurt you and keep you unsafe. And trauma is actually just one of the things that you need to do in your lifetime is to undo and heal those experiences that caused and damaged your soul, that stopped you from the progress of your life that you should be completing. Trauma is a blockage. It's almost as if it stops you from fully fulfilling your life. And if you don't undo and look at your trauma in ways that it is operating and affecting your life, it's almost as if you can't fully fulfill that next level that you're supposed to do. And I think life really has a lot in store for people, and the more you begin to undo and unshed and take off layers of yourself, the more you become enlightened and softer in life and truly become who you are. It doesn't actually matter no matter what money or how much money you have, degrees, or where you come from or the experiences. If you don't have no self-respect or self-worth for yourself or any boundaries, people will come at you and try to take advantage of you and take something from you. Even we can see that very often when we see like celebrities or people we find quite known for or very respected from, we see them in the news, suddenly they're disrespected by someone or something happens or they take an advantage, and we're all shocked how that could happen. But no matter what degree it is, and what level you have been, people will always try to take something from you if they see something good that they could benefit from. Even if it is minor things from their self-esteem, their ego, or just a way to step on you for them to feel better. People are always receptive to harmful things of people if you don't know yourself or what you can do for ways to help protect yourself. Me sharing this message, if you feel a little bit upset about even the words I use or even the kind of video you're watching, then you probably need a lot of work to do for yourself if you can't watch a video or even associate with certain words, because your past experience have caused you to feel really sensitive to those areas. And in fact, a lot of people rather tell you who you are, such as society, the TV, social media, because it's easier for them to control you and to manipulate you and to have you sculpted and created for a use of their own pleasure and joy or their benefit. So if you don't know yourself fully or even try to understand and discover who you are and aren't aligned to your path mission, the more people will take you and put you in places that they benefit their mission. And you are kind of on a stop on your mission. It's best to spend time figuring out what you want to do and how you want to do it in your life, because the more you absorb from everyone else, the more they define and shape you. In fact, most of our ideas and opinions are influenced by the things outside of us. How many times have people have told you something that you know for sure that's not you, and you believe them? Have you ever thought and questioned about who you are and what you want to do in this life? In fact, most people who are easy victim are people that are gullible, sensitive, very fragile and vulnerable in places that it's really easy to assess them or even change their mind or influence their ideas. And we know trauma as well can be connected and even traced back down to your genetic line, to your family DNA. And that's why I tell people that's really important to understand your family and where they come from, their health and mental problems and things that they have been receptive and experienced, because sometimes it is passed down genetically and you will more likely experience that. So for example, if you had family who had previous addictions or have high temper or some form of treatment done to them or had mental impairments or stuff like that, then it's really important for you to know that. So you would also be aware if that does happen or ways to prevent doing that. I know here in the United States it's really difficult because most people are not attached to their family. In the USA, people are very admire being individualistic, but other cultures also know that the family's timeline and their DNA line keep families in order, so their lineage is clean and the lineage is well. And other families in different countries actually really do consider the type of genetics that are being passed down in their family. One way for us to understand how to undo our trauma or heal from our trauma is to understand how the body and mind works. So you're probably saying, well, how do I start to get to know myself? And reality, the first step to getting to know yourself and to know who you are is to accept that you don't know who you are. I know it's kind of really crazy, but a lot of people actually never step back to actually look at themselves and step back and observe themselves, how they respond to the world and how people respond to them. Do your behaviors line up to the things you would consider yourself? How do I respond in certain situations? What does my mind think and progress? And what does it say to me when I'm all alone or with people? And this is the first step of really looking within yourself, is to observe who you currently are and how people see you in the light. And most of the time people actually don't ever get to his face. They don't actually look at their behaviors, their patterns, their ideas. In fact, they even believe that their mind and their thoughts is their own, and it's not. Or even our mind and our thought process that we think of ourselves, that comes up, our voice in our head, most of the things are not who we are. And learning to inspect that and actually have it go by and just look at it rather than react and respond emotionally, the better you get to observe who you really are. Another part that is really good to understanding who you are is who would you want to be. And becoming who you really want to be actually really matters. All your weaknesses, all your strengths as you are as a person, and to observe and to shape that in the form to use that for your future self. If you don't know who you really are and don't take the time to take care of yourself and look within and actually think about and inspect yourself and observe yourself, then that's where a lot of problems do occur, just very on the basic level. After you've discovered a little bit yourself and you've decided to step into the path of discovery of your higher self, then your level of problems actually change. You'll be surprised how much of your old problems are no longer problems, and you are set in with other new sets of problems. In fact, they might not even be problems for you. They're considered now challenges. They're considered things that you want to accomplish rather than problems. I want to also say thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you find this video insightful and maybe some inspiration for you to learn more about yourself. I hope it helps you think some new ideas and then question if you are take the journey to learn about yourself. And until next time, bye.